Hey guys, so today I'm taking out the heater core on my 2003 Ford Expedition. I already started on it, but I'll go over what I've done so far. First, gotta start with taking out the console. Took me a bit to figure it out. I've done it on the Explorers a few times, but nothing like this. So there's two bolts in the back. You open this up, there's two bolts up here, and then you have to push the seats forward, and there's a bolt on each side right there. Pull those out, and then you have to take this part off. It kind of just has a quick release things on it. Just pull it off. So you have that off. There's two bolts right here that also hold it. They are right there and right there. Then you have to pull some cords out, because the cords come from the ground. So they're right there. You'll figure out when you get to that part. And yeah, just be careful with it. Make sure you don't break the pieces on the side. Someone else who took this part earlier broke those off. And then you have to pull the dash out. So you take this panel off right here, take off step piece, it pulls off. You pull it off, and you have to take your rubber seal off and the sides. Take all the plugs out, and then your ground cable right here. Make sure not to strip that ground cable later when you put it back in. Then there's going to be some bolts that hold it on. Maybe one here, one there, two there, which you take off by pulling this off. There's two there, and then two on the other side. Once you have those off, you go on the other side. It's pretty much the same thing on this side. You have to take this plastic piece off, pull it off. Then you pull off like the elbow piece, the plastic that covers all this. You pull that off, and you pull the rubber off. You take this bolt out. That bolt out. You gotta take these off, and the plastic piece on there, not too hard to figure out. Take the metal piece, covers this part right there. You take that off, and you gotta drop the steering wheel. So there's four bolts. There's one there. There, one back there, another one back there. But before you do that, you have to this part right here, the shifter column, you have to pull that out or you'll break it. So you gotta take this whole part out, which comes undone by the two bolts right up there. I think they're 7mm. And then you gotta unplug all the wires for the stuff inside it. See right there. To get to it pretty easy, what you do is you press down on your emergency brake, turn it on, and you can shift it down into like first gear. So that makes this go all the way down, so you can lift this up. And once you have this removed, you that part right there that shows the shifter piece, you can take it out. It's hard to show, but there's you just kind of squeeze it at the bottom of it and you pull it out, and you got to drop the steering wheel. Once you drop the steering wheel, go up on the top, And you have to pull the little plastic pieces off first, then take out the 7mm bolts. Once you do that, there should be some bolts that attach the dash to the frame. And then you also have to take your airbag out, from what I've heard. I haven't got to that part yet. But you open up the dash, or glove box, or whatever it's called. And there's some bolts under there you take out. And then you can pry this piece off. And then it should come out just fine. Once you're done with that part, you pull the entire dash out. And the heater core sits right in that box. So once this is pulled back, you can see it back there, and you have to take the top off. You you have to disconnect the hoses. I just cut off the the lines on the old heater core. It's much easier with like a little grinder. And you also have to drain your antifreeze. So go ahead and drain your fluid. Probably should start with that. And probably disconnect your battery. Would probably be a good idea. So once you do all that, you just hook it back in. Also make sure you use new seals for the new heater core to make sure, because of the high pressure, will break the new heater core as well. So that's pretty much it. I don't have a good camera or a GoPro or anything, so it's hard to show you guys me doing the work while holding the camera. So I hope this helps. And this is also a 5.4 engine, by the way, so I don't think it makes much of a difference. It's just the dash, but it's a great car. I love it. Done a lot with it. Hope this helps.